Hey there everybody, I'm C-Show and welcome to episode 6 of our Let's Play Feed the Beast with the Agrarian Skies mod pack. Now if you remember in our last episode, we left off with making our smeltery, so we are now capable of making ourselves some nice metals. I did just a smidge off camera, mostly, as you can see here, I extended out a platform and made a full-on tree farm so that we don't have to worry about growing right here in front of the base. And I also did a little bit of something extra behind that. If you look on my hotbar down there, you might be able to figure out what that is. But before I go take care of that, I went ahead and made some plastic sheets real quick because it's super easy and I wanted a reward bag. Because what better way to start an episode than with random goodies? I think that's a great way. Alright, what did we get? I got a red herring, and a red herring. And it looks like I also got a red herring. Awesome, right? Yeah. I have had the worst luck on reward bags in this Let's Play. Well, I can't say that, I guess. I did get an enchantment table, which was pretty good. And I hope the bees will be good later, I'm not really sure. But either way, I don't know. I've seen some pretty good stuff out of the reward bags, and I feel like I've gotten gypped. I also watched Direwolf 20's Let's Plays a lot, and I know he recently started doing these Agrarian Skies Let's Plays, and he and Pahamar got a magnet out of their first reward bag, so, you know, good for them, but man, I sure would like some of that luck my way, let's just say. Alright, so yeah, I had grown that rubber tree sapling, and I went ahead and chopped it down and everything, so I don't know that we'll need any of that just yet. We will pretty soon, but not just yet. You'll notice I'm also growing amaranth wood. Personally, that's because I like the way the wood looks. I'll show you real quick. If you cut into it, it's like this really deep purple, and I don't know. I just really like the way it looks. It also makes a really nice plank if you look right here, so I'll probably do some building out of that most likely, but for the time being, I'm not too terribly worried about it. This is what we're after. I think you guys can guess what we're doing here. Oh yeah, farming time. For that though, we need to grab our bucket. We should still have a bucket, I hope. Maybe? Maybe not. I might have used my bucket for the lava, I don't remember. It looks like it. Ah, whatever. We can make more. It's easy. More buckets all around. Alright. I also made a couple more chests because I am going to be starting making metals and stuff soon, which means I'm going to need a whole lot more room. Because let's face it, metals, when you're sifting through all of this stuff, well heck, you can just see right here I've barely done any sifting yet, and I have a ridiculous amount of metal ores. I also watched their second episode of that Direwolf 20 Let's Play Agrarian Skies, and they also got stacks of the dusts for metals before they even made their smeltery. I'm just like, come on! I mean, that is pretty awesome to note those rewards are in the game like that, but I'm not too terribly worried about it. We need some food. Oh man, we definitely need some food. We're running low quick. That is another reason that I am doing this right now, because otherwise I'm going to run out of food. That would be bad. Alright, so thankfully they are kind enough to just give you an infinite water source at the very beginning. You don't have to go through some stupid hassle just to get water in this one. I've played some Skyblocks where you have to go through like a complicated process to get water, like where you have to use like the thermal expansion machines to make water essentially. A little bit annoying, but it's, you know, that's what it is. And I'm hoping I've got enough food to make it. Thankfully I have bone meal, so I mean I can grow some of this wheat pretty quick. So I don't think I have too much to worry about. Alright. I do need to check something real quick. Can I use... I'm gonna need a metal bucket before I get very far with making bread. Because while they have the normal normal vanilla Minecraft recipe for bread, there is also the Pam's Harvestcraft recipe for bread, which essentially, if you have all the materials and stuff to make it, the cooking utensils and all that, it essentially equates to 1 wheat to 1 bread. So you literally triple your output. You can't go wrong with that. Alright, personally, this is how I like my farm setups, in general anyway. To me, this is, well, it's not the most efficient way, I guess. I probably could have just knocked that block out, but I don't know. Maybe it's just my OCD, I really like it this way. Bam. Let there be plowed soil. I like it like that. Alright. Bam. You know what, let's just, yeah, there we go. We'll just spam grow this one a few times. Do this the easy way. Yeah, you'll notice it takes an awful lot more bone meal for this than it does for normal Minecraft. Or I should say vanilla, I guess. But yeah. So at least we can get like 20 seeds down. That is actually a really good start, honestly. We might do some more dirt sifting. It took me a while to get all that dirt together for this. I mean, I had like 25 blocks of dirt before I started, I think. So I had enough to get like half of it done, so I guess it didn't take me too terribly long. I only had to farm a little bit of trees. It wasn't too bad, honestly. Let's see. I'm gonna have to pull apples out and juice them. I don't have much choice. I don't really have anything else to plant, honestly. I don't really feel like planting asparagus. Too bad I can't just grow like little apple plants instead of apple trees, huh? Yeah, I don't see any other way. Anything else I can plant? That sucks. Oh well. I do need to make some more bone meal real quick, just in case I need it. I'll have it there ready to go. And there's my. Couldn't find my juicer. I was worried for a second there. Alright, apple juice, nice. Okay, now I've got a little bit more room too, that makes me happy. Alright, we don't need the hoe. Well, I'll keep it in my inventory. I'm not having too many inventory problems, so I'm not really that worried about it. Oops, nope. I do want the food. I don't want that. Okay. Oh, right, we do have some more silkworms. That is good. I'm not going to use that apple juice just yet then, because we might need it. Alright, so we need to work on getting enough iron, it looks like. So, I've shown you guys a little bit about the sifting, how it works. I have a ridiculous amount of wood after all that tree farming I did before. Goodness. Okay, so, like I said, I have... You know, I actually found out because I'd had to make some of this magical wood for something else on another Let's Play. I'd actually found out this stuff is actually a little bit expensive to make, so that does actually make me happy that I got that, because that could possibly, if I need to make anything with it, that's a pretty rare, well, not rare, but it's difficult to make either way. You know, I wonder if these are plantable or not. I don't think they are. Not that I'm aware of. I think you can only get them in nature. Alright. I should probably go ahead and make... Oh no, I can't. I was thinking about making a tool forge, but that takes like 4 iron blocks, which we're nowhere close to. Yeah, our next step is definitely coming to machinery and getting a lot of ores. The next thing we're going to do is pretty much going to be this. This quest is pretty simple. You have to... It's a little bit annoying though, because when you're sifting for metal specifically, you're not usually... You usually just want to sift one thing so you're not wasting stupid amounts of space on like all the different... Because each different type of block, gravel, sand, and dust give like different types of ore. Dust, I think like gravel gives broken ore chunks, and dust gives like pulverized ore pieces, and there's just all kinds of different stuff. But essentially, if you combine all 4 of them in your crafting grid, then it makes the 4 gravels from thermal expansion, Tinker's Construct. Like you'll see right here, I can do that with 10 real quick. I can make 10 ore dust. Because if you remember, a lot of this came from when we were sifting dust for glowstone for that one quest. But what we're going to want to do is these right here, these little broken ones from gravel, we're going to be sifting a lot of gravel because there's no point in messing with... I mean, there's just... Oh, there's a... I didn't even realize that was like that. I should probably light that. There we go. Yeah, I want that one higher. There we go. But essentially, there's no point in wasting hammer durability. By the way, if you're using a cobblestone generator to do this, it's just so much more efficient just to break it with the hammer unless you need the cobblestone specifically. Because when you break it with a hammer, it automatically comes to you no matter what. It will never fall in the lava. But as you probably know if you've done any of this before, when you break cobblestone in one of these, like half of it goes in the lava. It's so annoying. But yeah, this is pretty nice because overall I can just get the gravel straight out and yeah. Alright, well I'm not going to bore you guys with this. I'm going to mine a ridiculous amount of gravel. Well, probably like 2 stacks, that should be more than enough. And then I'm going to get some iron smelted down. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright guys, and we are back. So I ended up going through 3 stacks of gravel pretty much because I realized that if I want to advance any further, that very, very soon I'm going to need diamonds and emeralds. So I went ahead and sifted ahead of time, and I do have 2 diamonds and 5 emeralds now. So that should do us for now, at least to get us a little bit going into things. So, alright, so we have our nice handy iron ore gravel here, and we are going to need to do a couple of things actually. So I'll show you guys a nice little trick in case you don't already know. I'm going to use some gold to make a metal cast in my smeltery, and what I'm trying to explain... You know, I swear I put lava in there already. I thought that's why my bucket was missing, actually. Well, I'm about to make a metal bucket anyway, so it doesn't matter if this bucket dissolves. Does not matter. Okay, alright, we have enough lava, nice. And go. So gold melts pretty quickly, so that shouldn't take us too long now. Make sure you don't mix iron and gold together. I could be wrong, I think that's an alloy. Let's see, molten iron, you can just hit, you can just right click on it if you're not in cheat mode and it should tell you the, actually I don't think it matters if you're in cheat mode. Oh no, it's nickel, okay, yeah. Okay, so gold and iron don't make anything in this. I think if you have metallurgy installed they do, I'm not sure. Either way, the reason this is important right here to do is a handy little trick. You don't actually need any ingots or anything like that. You can actually use these seared bricks to make an ingot cast. So that is a handy little trick right there. So bam, and we have an ingot cast. That's what we need right there. So we're going to melt down our iron ore now, and now each one of these in a smeltery is worth 2 ingots. So we're looking at 4 ingots here, and we're going to make ourselves a bucket so that we can make some bread. That was the whole point in this, just for bread. Alright. I am also going to have to sift. I didn't actually do this yet, I forgot about it, I probably should have. But I'm going to have to sift through sand and gravel, or sand and dust, until I get iron ore, sand and dust. That's not going to be too difficult. And stupid me, I completely forgot about that quest. I'm pretty sure that I had... No, I didn't have enough bones, but oh, now it's going to be even harder. Let's go kill some mobs while we wait on that iron to smelt. It won't take that long, but why not? God, it's always really frustrating when you forget something important like that. We'll listen to them in there, they are pissed. Yeah, bring it. So hopefully we can just keep wailing on stuff with our fiery fish here. It's working pretty well, honestly. I mean, I've got tons of them on fire in there. Let's just take some swings real quick. I knew that was coming. I heard the hit. Ah, that is just so incredibly frustrating. I need to just set up a real mob trap so that they're just falling and dying. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't done it yet. I've got the wood most likely. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I think I needed the flight potion though to make it, yeah. I kind of need that flight potion to make that easier to do, or at least so I can fly back down after I'm done or something, I don't know. Did I kill everything? Nope, nope, almost everything, okay. What do you got? Oh god, there's still a creeper in there. Oh, 3 creepers! Daggum. That's the thing I hate about creepers, is they're really silent. You barely hear them coming unless they take some damage or fall down behind you or something like that. Alright, what do we got over here? Nope, more creepers. Trying to avoid letting that skeleton hit the creeper because I need that creeper to not blow up the rest of my loot. Is that all of you? Awesome, okay. Oh, please be 10 bones. Oh, 6. See now, if I hadn't been stupid and turned those bones into bone meal, I would 100% have enough bone right now. You know what, let me go ahead and, I need to go in real quick and get my rotten flesh out and deposit it before I do something stupid with it. Alright, let's see. Rotten flesh. I know we've got plenty of it, but safe than sorry, you know? I wish I could turn the bone meal back into bone, that would be nice. It won't take too long for us to get some more bone out of there, I guess. We only need 4 more. Alright, let's go check on our wheat real quick, shall we? It took us a while to do all that. But it grows so slow. It really does. Oh, more seeds though, that's good. Yeah, Pam's Harvestcraft overhauls food stuff a lot, especially in its growth. But it's nice because you can just right-click on the plants if you didn't notice me doing it over there, and it just keeps the seed planted, and you get seeds and the wheat. In my opinion, that's a really nice tweak that they make to vanilla farming. You really have to love what mods can do nowadays. I mean, just look at all of this. None of this is possible in vanilla Minecraft. Like, well, these are. But I mean, the smeltery, these trees, this whole house pretty much is like, I mean, none of this is, at least I don't think, well, I guess technically these are sort of vanilla. Not quite. I think it has regular glass. Oh, nope, it's clear glass. Yeah, see, I mean, that's just, it's crazy what mods can do. I remember when I first discovered modded Minecraft. Ah, the good old days. Back when all of this was new and you had no idea what was going on. Yay, bucket. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys what you can do with that. What you want to do with the bucket, and actually, I'm going to go ahead and smelt down some more iron because I just realized we're going to need a little bit more. I think, I'm not sure how much more. Let's check. We're gonna go ahead and melt down that. We're gonna go ahead and melt down another 6 ingots. Yeah, that won't be too bad. I hope. I think that's essentially why I'm gonna be doing that is because I'm gonna need to be making some Pam's Harvestcraft utensils, and they take iron. So this is a pretty big step for us. But essentially, what I'm doing here is I'm going to need 28 buckets of water. It's called fresh water from Pan's Harvestcraft. And you can get that really, really easily just by doing this. Now the reason I'm doing this is because the bread recipe calls for water about halfway through to make dough. And doing 1 bucket of water over and over again is a pain. So the easy way to do it is to make this fresh water, which stacks up to 64. So that is why we're doing that. So we're actually going to need 56 of these fresh waters, and I will explain that to you as I go. So essentially, we're going to need enough water for the wheat itself, and then you also need an equal amount, another equal amount for making salt. Now, I'm not sure, I mean, I guess it makes sense of it if it had a way to differentiate ocean water from like pond water or lake water or whatever, but essentially you can combine fresh water with a Pam's Harvestcraft pot and it will make salt. So that's an easy way for you guys to get salt if you don't already know how to do that. That is the most efficient way to use your wheat. I heartily suggest that you do that with your wheat because if you're using the vanilla recipe, it's just not going to last very long unless you have a massive wheat farm. And there's just no point in that unless you've got a cow farm too or something like that. That farm that I've got over there, if I was to plant all of that with wheat, I would have so much more wheat than I would need using this recipe. It's a little bit more time consuming, I won't lie, but that's okay because in the end it all works out and you end up tripling your output, so I'm not complaining. Alright, so let's just look up Pam's Harvestcraft. And first we're going to make a pot, which I think is just, yep, 4 iron and a stick. Easy recipe. Let me check, I think, is this it? I don't need a saucepan yet, I'm not going to make that actually. I do need a mortar and pestle, which I think is, yep, smooth stone. I don't think I have any off the top, I'm going to have to, yep, gotta smelt some real quick. No problem there though. Okay, so we also need a mixing bowl, which I believe is wood. Okay, yeah. So I probably made just a little bit more iron than I needed, but that's okay because we will use it for something, I'm sure. Okay, so this is right here, this makes salt. You can put these wherever, it doesn't matter, it's a shapeless recipe. So now I have 28 salt. We need the mortar and pestle before we can continue any further. This is a pretty easy recipe, honestly, once you've got it figured out. It's super simple, it only takes a minute to make the actual stuff once you have everything you need. So you combine the mortar and pestle with the wheat, you get flour, and then you just take and you drop in your salt, mixing bowl, water, flour, and you get dough. Now this dough can smelt straight into bread, so I'm just going to put all that in my farming chest. But we're going to use our handy little, let's see, we're going to need some coal. Thankfully we have a lot of charcoal and a lot of other stuff too. That's actually more coal than I need, I think, for this, but that's okay. So essentially this will cook 7 bread at once, so that'll be handy. Alright, so this episode's running a little bit longer now that I've shown you guys that, got my farm going, showed you how to make metal. Next episode, we'll be getting into some automation, hopefully. At least I think we will. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna do this quest off camera. I'll go ahead and show you guys the reward or whatever. But I am gonna do that off camera real quick. It's gonna take some time, so I don't want you guys to have to deal with that. And I will get back to you guys after that. So thanks for watching, you guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.